Assalamu alaikum viewers. Let us all strive to become good human beings. Becoming better individuals should be a cherished goal of our life. We want to become high achievers in various fields of our life. Let us also become high achievers in moral conduct and upright attitude. In my humble opinion, the best way to become good people, to improve ourselves, is self accountability. There is no more powerful a tool than self accountability vis a vis self improvement. Now, as far as self accountability is concerned, we also need to realize that there are certain very essential elements and aspects that have to be understood. First of all, we must realize that self accountability is a continuous process. It cannot end in a couple of weeks or days or even years. It has to continue all our lives. It is much like cleaning our room in our houses. We periodically clean our rooms in our houses because dust tends to settle in. Similarly, the dust of evil tends to settle in our hearts. So we need a continuous cleansing process. It cannot end in a certain point of time. It can only end when our last breath is taken away from us. The second important thing to realize in this regard is that we must fix a time for self accountability. We must preferably fix the time before we go to bed each night for this purpose, because in this way we will be able to view and review what happened during the day. We can cast a glance at the mistakes that we made during the day, and we can then make a resolve that we will not repeat these mistakes the next day. The third important aspect in this regard is that we must never get depressed if self improvement is not being achieved through self accountability, because improving things takes a lot of time. It is not a push button process. It takes a lot of concerted effort. And at times, if we are not improving ourselves, we tend to lose hope. We must realize that one of the greatest weapons of Satan is that he tries to make us lose hope in our own selves and in God's mercy. He is called Iblis in Arabic, and Iblis means a person who has lost hope in God's mercy. So his greatest weapon is that he tries to make us lose hope in ourselves, and he tells us that you are no good, you cannot improve yourselves, you try it every day, but you end up doing the same thing the next day. So let us not succumb to this lure of Satan, and let us continue this process. Let us never give up, let us never lose hope. Whenever we fall, let us rise again. So these, in my humble opinions, are three very important aspects of self-accountability, which, as I said, to me is the most powerful way to self-improvement. Thank you.